Everyone, I am Lianfel Anpadelio. I will be talking about to you about the aggression, hurting others. Human aggression is a social behavior and wills. It has been studied from many perspectives. It is a theoretical model and empirical research from the field of social psychology that have provided the strongest framework from which to understand it. This focuses on the contribution of social psychologists to the understanding of human aggression, providing first the key definitions, then the major theories, both classic and contemporary, and a brief summary of social psychological approaches to the study of aggressive behavior. Social psychological approaches presented an overview of the research findings, including those factors within a person that will increase the likelihood they will aggress. Researchers and social psychologists are facing three key issues in defining human aggression. First is that more recently, definitions of aggression among social psychologists have converged around the notion that aggression is any behavior enacted with the intention to harm another person who is motivated to avoid that harm. The second issue is that many laypersons and misinformed professionals use the term aggressions interchangeably with the related but conceptually distinct phenomena such as anger, hostility, and competitiveness. There is no question that in the field of psychology, aggression refers only to a behavior and not to a mindset or an emotional state. Feelings such as anger, attitudes such as wishing the worst for another, and motivations such as the desire to win or control one's environment may contribute to a person's behaving aggressively but are not aggression per se. So let's rewind it. It's behaving aggressively but are not aggression per se. So the study of aggression effectively, such as factors, need to be clearly differentiated from aggressions and from each other. Then the third definitional issue involves the common practice of using the term violence interchangeably with the term aggressions. Treating this as synonymous creates miscommunications and confusions among researchers and social psychologists. Violence is a subtype of aggressions. More precisely, violence is aggression that is intended to cause harm extreme enough to require medical attention or to cause death. Many social psychologists extended these definitions to include causing severe emotional harm. Thus, all violent behavior is aggression, but most aggression is not violent. In studying aggression, we put a statement of the problem in which environment, biological, and psychological neurocognitive processes can trigger and affect human aggression behavior. The independent variable is the factors that mediate aggression, like the environment, biological, neurocognitive, and psychological processes. The dependent variable is the aggression itself. Now, let's go to the social psychological theories of aggression, which help us to understand more deeply about aggression. So, there are the first theories they are using is the theories outside the social psychology. Then the early social psychological theories, the frustration, aggression hypothesis theories, the learning theories, and the information processing and script theories, the cognitive neo-association theory, and the current theories, which uses the GAM, means general aggression model. There are three broad theories of aggression. The first is the instinct view, the second is the frustration causes anger and hostility, and the third is the social learning view. The instinct view, which is commonly associated with Sigmund Freud and Konrad Lorenz, it was said that aggressive energy will accumulate from within. Aggression is biologically influenced by heredity, blood chemistry, and the brain. Then the second view, according to the second view, is the frustration causes anger and hostility. Given aggressive cues that anger may provoke aggression. Frustration stems not from deprivation itself but from the gap between expectation and achievement. Then the third broad theory is the social learning view. According to the social learning view, the aggression presents as a learned behavior. It is by experience and by observing others' success we sometimes learn that aggression pays. Social learning enables family and subcultural influences on aggression as well as media influences. Talking about influences, there are many findings that predispose a person to aggressive behavior. Determinants of aggression. First is the underlying biological factors, which under this category is the development and stability of over time. Person factors. Gender differences in aggression, trait anger, callous and emotional personality traits, impulsivity, executive control and self-control, intelligence, personality traits, the big five personality traits, hormones, genetic predisposition. Then the second one is the environmental cues for aggression. Involves the provocation, weapons, violent environment, media, environmental stressors, anonymity, social rejection, substances. And the third is the psychological processes, which involves the emotional or the affect of a person, the cognition, and the arousal. And now let's go to the methods that the researchers or the social psychologists has been used to understand deeply the aggressive behavior of a person. The first, they use the laboratory assessment of aggression. Then the non-experimental research methods of aggression, the observation of aggression in social psych, then the brain scanning techniques to study aggressions. How can we minimize aggression? Contrary to the catharsis hypothesis, expressing aggression by catharsis tends to breed further aggression, not reduce it. So the social learning approach suggests that controlling aggression by counteracting the factors that provoke it, by reducing aversive stimulation, by rewarding and modeling non-aggression, and by eliciting reactions incompatible with aggression. That's all. Thank you.